Good to have you around today on this dynamic podcast where we dissect a lot of issues about marital issues, child training tips, and of course, single lifestyle and how to live a luxurious and glorious life. And today, what are we talking about? I'm going to be talking about parenting, real parenting tips, and this is how to talk to your kids about sex, part one. I'm going to be doing a lot of series on this because it's going to go. The more we're taking it, the more we'll be going deeper and deeper. There are rules and all the other things that we need to know as parents in this dispensation. Number one, you have to use their body parts as a lead role. What do I mean? Use their body parts as a lead role. Basically, when you're dating them, you talk to them about their body parts. From there, you can now launch into talking to them about sex. Yes, talk to them about sex. When you're dating them, let them know that nobody should touch them in that part, either in their school, anywhere in church, anywhere. Nobody should. And by all means, also make sure that you, as the father, don't wash the private parts of your daughter. You, as a mother, don't wash the private parts of your son. So it must be the mother washing that of the daughter and the father washing that of the son, not crisscross. It is not that. That is why God created couples or parents to be both father and mother, so that the father will deal with things that have to do with the boy, the son, and the mother will have to deal with things that have to do with the daughter, the femininity and all that, and you use your experience and teach them and talk to them. Then number two, you have to also talk to them about their friends. Discuss with them about their friends. Who are their friends? If it's a boy child, ask who are your friends in school. If he's telling you that his friends are basically girls, then you have to start raising an eyebrows. Why are your friends always girls? You ask casually, with no thunder, no seriousness on your face or anything, just casually like that. Then you get their perception, you get their understanding. From there, you launch it. You don't ask them, why do you prefer boys? If it's a girl, why do you prefer boys to girls? They will tell you. If their reason is genuine, then okay, you feel good. But let them also know, as time goes up, as they grows up, they need to be knowing how to cut the limit because of sexual and emotional attachment to it. Like I said, this is just part one. We're going to be throwing more light on it as we progress. Okay, the next one is you ask them about opposite sex. What do they feel about opposite sex? When you ask them what they feel about opposite sex, they will now open up to you. Then if it's a good motives, you will know from there. If it's bad motives, you will know from there, and use that opportunity to launch in and show more light on them, educate them, teach them, counsel them, mentor them, let them know the needful things they need to do at every point in time. If they are apt in having the opposite friend as platonic friends, you let them know. But you tell them as they are growing forward to going to their later part of childhood, going to their teenage part, they must be very careful. So let them know. What I advise most times, from 18 months, we have to start teaching our children about sex, because the world is not safe. A lot of pedophiles are there. Who are pedophiles? Pedophiles are basically people that are around us as family, as members in the compound, as neighbors, even from the church. So these children are so familiar with them, and these pedophiles, they take opportunity, they take advantage of these young boys. They find out pedophiles usually launch for girls that are below 5 years downwards. So we have to be very careful as parents to teach our children about sex. Then the last one, because of I don't want this video to be too long, I want us to have it in series. The last one is make every moment a teachable moment. This is what I usually counsel parents. as a parent coach most time, it's not only when you're talking to them about sex education, but every other thing that we want them to know, to internalize good morals, good ethics, accountability, discipline, and every other virtues we want to instill in the life of our children. We must be intentional about it, and we must make every moment a teachable moment. What do I mean by this? When you are on the road, when you're walking, when you're driving, when you're at the dining table, when everywhere, every teachable moment, look at the ambience, look at the situation, look at what is happening, and use it as a moment to key in. You know, in the book of Deuteronomy 6:6-7, our Bible experts have given us a mandate there that we must be intentional in teaching our children the best way to go, the things of the Lord, and how to live right, good morals, to grow up to be God-fearing children. And it gives us 4 dimensions. It said in the morning when you wake up, teach your children about the way of the Lord, teach them about things of God. In the afternoon, maybe when you're taking them from school, when you're going out, coming back from church, anytime, is never enough. Then in the evening, also when you're driving in the walkway, you're leisurely at home watching TV and all that, use every opportunity to pray and just bring it in. And it said lastly at night before you go back to bed. So in other words, from that book of Deuteronomy 6:6-7, God basically has given us a mandate, which is 4 times in a day. And there are dimensions. Key into all this, form a template out of it, call the children together and use it as a template. So periodically, with this every moment, using it to be a teachable moment, you use it as an opportunity to also understand their level, what you have taught them, what you have taught previously, a week before, and like that. So that brings us to the back row. I'm going to illustrate on this in subsequent editions when I'm going to be talking about the basic child training rules that we need to know. So from this, I had like to stop here, but make no mistake about it. It is imperative in this dispensation that we really mentor our children in the way of the Lord. And of course, sex education is very, very vital now. So thank you for all those that have been liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this podcast. God bless you so much. So until I see you next time, be good and do the needful. God bless you. Ciao.